Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for even more empties. I'm telling you, July, I really got through a lot. I was just trying to kind of like clean house and really get rid of things like these little single scent shot cups, samples, things that had like maybe like half a scent shot left or like a little bit of something left, or like maybe vendors that weren't the strongest for me, etc., etc. But yeah, I definitely got through a lot. So this is in this like Yankee candle holder. I just have this up in my wax closet, and I don't know, I just started storing my empties in there, so that's why this is here. And then there's like a couple of random. So this is definitely in no particular order, and it looks like this is the only clamshell. There may be another clamshell in here, I'm not sure, so we'll just start with this. This was Super Tarts Tie Me Up, and this is vanilla bean, champagne, and strawberries. My friend sent this to me because she just doesn't care for strawberry and wax, and I love strawberry and wax, and she sent me this one. It's actually not too soft. Typically Super Tarts clams do get soft. You can see it getting soft around the edges here, but I've had ones that are way, way, way softer. This was from January, I believe, and that's definitely not old for Super Tarts. I mean, it's like 7 months old, but Super Tarts last a long time for me, and I keep them in polypropylene Ziploc bags, so I think this just wasn't the strongest scent because I did not get a good throw from this at all. In hindsight, I should have put 2 cubes in one warmer and seen if that made a difference. But I didn't. I just did 1 cube for warmer. So it was light, but I wouldn't write this scent off. Ooh, got like schmutz on my nails. I would be curious to see if there's more on this one too. I was playing with Gatsby. So, oh no, I know what that was from. I was trimming the wicks on some candles. This is soot. I'm like, oh, I was playing with Gatsby. It's probably something from him. Nope, it was my own fault. I just, I'm lighting all Yankee candles today, and Yankees like have to be trimmed, so I trimmed all my wicks before I turned them all on. So Tie Me Up, I love the scent on cold. It was like a warm fizzy strawberry. It was a really pretty scent. However, I wouldn't purchase it again. I mean, I'm sure if I did 2 cubes it wouldn't be stronger, but it is kind of like generic. There's really nothing special about this scent, that even though, like, you know, sometimes there are scents where like the fragrance itself is so good that, you know, I would try to order it again and try it with 2 cubes just to see if it works. This is not one of them. Nice on cold, but just wasn't strong enough for me. So I'm curious if you've had this, if you use 2 cubes, if it threw well for you or not. Because typically Super Tarts always throws crazy strong for me. So for this not to, it's probably just that scent. Next is some Poor Girls. I feel like I'm gonna be out of breath this video because there's just so much to talk about. I'm really tired. I've already worked out and taught today, and I don't know. I just feel like I gotta like massage my jaw, and because I talk when I teach, and I don't know. I just feel like, ugh. So anyway, Poor Girls. I had said in my last empties that Poor Girls was not doing as strong as it was. It's a vendor that I really need to use up. I'm thinking maybe within the first like 6 to 9 months. When it gets to a year point, it's like nothing. I actually have all Poor Girls going right now, and it smells amazing in here. Nice and strong, doing well, but they are from this restock, which is from April. So definitely like the sooner the better with Poor Girls. And she's supposed to be having a restock soon, so hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on more because I am quickly depleting my Poor Girl stash that I was hoarding like crazy. But her stuff is just too good. I want to be able to enjoy it. She has amazing blends. She has incredible scents. They always perform well for me. So I really want to use it up before it loses the scent throw. So Bad Romance is one of the ones I have going right now in my kitchen, and this is phenomenal. It's shaving cream, her barbershop, and vanilla lace. This is an awesome combination. It really just smells like, it smells like a mix of like shaving cream and aftershave. So shaving cream is more that like powdery, Gillette, foamy shaving cream type scent. And aftershave is like a cologne-y, you know, like an aftershave, kind of like an Old Spice, like fresh man out of the shower, cologne type of vibe. And I really think that Poor Girl's Barbershop is, I don't know if she buys the oil like this or if she blends it herself, but her barbershop to me really smells like a combination of the two, because you do get both that like creamy, powdery shaving cream and the like masculine cologne type blend. And then mixed with Vanilla Lace, I love the juxtaposition of a perfume note and a masculine note blended together in one scent. It really is one of my favorite blends and my favorite combinations. I love the way it translates and the way it smells, and it just gives your home a really incredible, sophisticated, beautiful type of fragrance. I don't know, I love the vibe of a masculine and a feminine scent mixed together, and that's exactly what Bad Romance is, and it's flawless. If she pours this in a loaf, I would buy a loaf of this. It really goes well, and I absolutely love Vanilla Lace and Wax. So that's that. And then Chocolate Orchid, I was kind of upset with this one because so this is from October, so I don't know, maybe it was too old. I'm really not sure. I love this on cold. It's very perfumey. And a lot of her scents do kind of border perfumey to me, which I have not a problem with. I like perfumey scents a lot. This is the best Chocolate Orchid I've ever smelled. I've never smelled it like this from any other vendor. It really just smells like creamy, soft, feminine, and perfumey. There's nothing like chocolate about this. Even though I think Chocolate Orchid does have chocolate in it, I don't get it in this at all. But unfortunately, this was really light for me. If I ever had this again, I would probably, because I did cut this clam in half, or this scent shot, whatever it is. Maybe next time, if I have it again, I'll use the entire scent shot. But like right now, I have Bad Romance going. I cut it in half and I put it in 2 warmers in the same. Oh no, Bad Romance I have half in my kitchen and it's doing fine. I have another Poor Girl scent, it's Zen Milk, and I have it cut in half in 2 warmers in my family room and it's doing phenomenal. Bad Romance, I probably could have done the same thing, half and half. And 2 warmers across the kitchen, but the one half is doing well. It's probably about a 6 throw, which is fine. This is Pink Mary Mint. This is the opposite. This is super, super, super duper strong. This is about an 8, maybe an 8.5 out of 10 on throw, in both a 24 watt mainstays and a tea light warmer. I prefer this one in a tea light warmer. I've had it in a tea light in my front entry and the upstairs landing, and it's performed incredible there. But again, this is from October, so same thing as Chocolate Orchid, and this did super strong. Chocolate Orchid did not. So, I don't know, maybe it's just that scent. Pop My Cherry from Candy Panda. I love this on cold. This performed really well. It was a really good throw, but the scent really changed on warm. So on cold, it kind of just smelled like cherry to me, like a typical cherry scent, but warming, it smelled like very bakery, but bakery and almond, and kind of not like cherry at all. There's like a subtle, I mean, even when I smell the packaging, I get that like hint of cherry, but when this was, and now like, of course I'm smelling the packaging and I'm smelling, it's almost like an amaretto, like the amaretto liqueur, but mixed with bakery. And I had put this in mixed with Blue Hawaiian on a really like gorgeous, hot, sunny day. And I really just wanted my home to smell like Blue Hawaiian and like bright, tart, juicy, summery cherry. And then I walked into my family room and like, granted this was super strong, like the performance was awesome. And actually it's a good smell. If it was any other time of year, if it wasn't like a hot summer day, I probably would have loved this one. And I ended up leaving it in the warmer, but just the way I had it, like mixed with Blue Hawaiian, it did not go with Blue Hawaiian. And it's not a summer scent. I would melt this in the fall, or maybe even like a fall to winter or winter to spring transition. But this was like a very heavy amaretto bakery scent and just not what I was expecting or anticipating. So I just didn't like it for this season, but I would actually repurchase this just for the fall. Let's talk about Cosmic Cleanse Wax. So I was really impressed with these on cold. This is from the playlist sampler that Notorious Liz created. These are really great, unique blends. I mean, these blends just like scream Liz. They are her scent preferences. They are all the things that she loves. And she just knocked it out of the park. Like the blends she created are amazing. These are very hit and miss for me, but the hits were really, really good. And the misses just didn't throw. They were still like great blends. I wish her wax was stronger because the scents were so good. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is. So these are from April. So here we have Radioactive, which is green apple and fizzy pop. And unfortunately, I got a 0 throw on this one. So I did the same thing with all of these. I cut them in half, and I used half. So it was, I guess, about an ounce. I think these are 2-ounce scent shots. So like, if I use the full one, I mean, like, that's just not, that's too much wax for a warmer. So, and these were beautiful. They were super glittery, very, very pretty. So this one I did half in my Michaels 24 watt warmer and half in my Mainstays 24 watt warmer. And I did both warmers were in the same room, in my family room. And even like hovering over the warmer, I could not smell this. And that was sad because green apple and fizzy is a great combination, but unfortunately it just did not throw. This one, Edge of 17, same thing. This just did not throw for me. And I used it in the exact same way. The only difference was I used one Glade 20 watt warmer and the Michaels 24 watt, because I tried like a lower wattage warmer to see if it made a difference, and it didn't make a difference, just did not throw, but it was a good scent on cold. This smelled really similar to a lot of, all the saltwater taffies kind of smell the same to me, and they all kind of remind me of the Yankee Candle saltwater taffy candle, which is a great scent. So these are the two that were the opposite. These are the two that were the hits. These both did exceptionally well. These were both really strong and a great performance. So Caribou Lou is pineapple juice, coconut, and rum. This kind of had a blue Hawaiian vibe to it. Really, really good. Tropical, delicious, summery. So what I did with this one, I cut it in half, and I did half in a 24 watt Glade warmer in my laundry room, which is small, it's enclosed, and it was like a 10 out of 10 in there. It was super, super strong, and it lingered. I had turned this off at night, and the next morning I could smell it in my laundry room. I would repurchase this scent. It was that good. The other half I did in a tea light warmer, and I did upstairs in my landing, and it did phenomenal up there too. Like when I got to like the halfway point of the staircase, I could smell the fragrance wafting down. This was awesome. Like if she did like a 5-pack with this scent, I would purchase it. Next is Set Fire to the Rain, and this is the other one that did so well. So again, I cut it in half, and I did half in the 24 watt Mainstays warmer. So same thing, some of the other ones did not throw in. And I put this in my front entry, the biggest room, most open, highest ceiling in my house. And it killed it. Like it filled the entire front entry. It went all the way upstairs. It came down through the hallway. It came into the family room. I mean, you can kind of almost smell this from all over the house. This was beautiful. This was so good. This was so fresh. I didn't really distinctly get shaving cream, pink sugar, or leather. Or maybe like a very, very like clean leather, but I hate leather and wax. This really just smelled fresh to me. This was very fresh, clean, almost borderline watery. I loved it. I loved everything about this one. And like I said, super duper strong. And then what I did for the other one, because this was so strong in my front entry, I cut the other remaining half in half. And I did one melt in the bedroom, which it was really great in the bedroom. And I forget where I did the final third of it. I might have put it in my living room. I don't remember, but this was really good. Oh my gosh. It kind of almost reminds me like a pool smell. I get like a watery scent from this. And I really like it. So these two, the Caribou Lou and Set Fire to the Rain, these would totally be repurchases for me. If I saw her pour these again, I would go out of my way to get them. They were that good. Really unique, refreshing, awesome blend. And this is one that I would do like spring through summer. It's a really, or maybe even year round. It's just one of those like nice, refreshing, crisp, fresh blends. So let's get into these little cups over here. So these single scent shots, Cabana Cotton from Wilma's. I love this on cold. It's a beachy linen scent, not laundry, like fresh washed towels. I couldn't get a scent throw for this. And actually, I had this melting in the pool house, which is where I always get a good throw in there because it's smaller. I had this in a 24 watt Mainstays. I had it when we had people over and they were going in and out of the guest house, and I got a 0 throw on that. So I would not repurchase that particular scent. And Wilma's typically does do well for me. That one just did not. This one did amazing though. This is another Wilma's. And this is like a month less cured than that one. This is Pink Toasty Mallow. I need to repurchase this in one of those like giant packs, like her biggest cube packs, because I had this in the bedroom and it was like one of my favorite bedtime blends. It was so good. You got this, it was, imagine Bath and Body Works Marshmallow Fireside with a softer, creamier marshmallow, a little less toastiness and pink sugar, because that's what this was, and it was absolutely incredible. I would buy a bigger size pack of this, or maybe even a couple more of the Scent Shot cups, because these are just so easy. You take it out, you pop the whole thing in, and it does great. I would not just delegate this to the bedroom. I would just melt this throughout my entire house. Like, this was so good. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. 100% will be repurchasing that. Beezy's, this is Blue Hawaiian, and finally I have a Beezy's that did well for me. The only thing I'll say is, like, people make Beezy's sound like it's the best fucking throw that you're ever gonna get. It's so strong, it's like blow you away strong. I mean, it wasn't that strong. It was good, but it was a solid medium. It was no stronger than a medium for me. But it was pretty funny. I was leaving to go to work one afternoon, and it was a day where, like, I knew Dan was gonna be coming home. Like, I was just gonna miss him. Like, maybe there was like a 10-minute lapse. So I cut this in half. I put one half in the kitchen warmer, one half in the family room warmer. And I told him, when you come home, just turn the warmers on, because I want to see if this smells. Because like another thing too is, like, you know, you can go like nose blind in your house, where if you're melting wax all the time, every day, and I had put this on in the afternoon after I had had wax melting all morning. So I was like, I'm going to give Beezy's a fair shot. I'm going to, you know, I'll leave the house and it'll be on when I come home. So I'll be walking into the house from like a non-scented area. I'll have been at work, and we'll see if I can smell it. So he did. He put the warmers on when he got home. So it had about 90 minutes to melt, and I came home and I could smell it. And I was like, wow, it actually did well. But like I said, it wasn't the strongest. It was a solid medium. It was good. It was not great. Blue Hawaiian's a pretty generic scent. Every vendor carries it. Would not repurchase it from Beezy's. I do have one in here from Candles from the Keep It Room. That Blue Hawaiian I would repurchase. So I'm glad I finally got a Beezy's to throw for me. It does not live up to the hype. Does not live up to the hype for me. Blackberry Milk Glass from VCS. I love Milk Glass. It is one of my favorite scents from any vendor. I love it in every form. The Blackberry Milk Glass is not as strong as the original, or even the Princess of Wales, I believe, which is like Strawberry Milk Glass. I think Vintage Chic Blackberry just doesn't do well for me, or maybe my nose just doesn't pick up her blackberry oil. But so far, every one of VCS blends that has had blackberry in it, I don't really get much of a throw from it. And I used this one in the bedroom, door closed, 24-watt warmer, and it was probably about a 4 on scent throw. Lavender Vanilla. This was incredible. I really, really like this one. I did, this was a very nice, soft herbal lavender with a little bit of that creaminess from the vanilla. I did an entire scent shot in my 24-watt warmer in the bedroom. That was dumb. Should have 100% cut this in half. I actually had to turn my warmer off. Like, it was too strong for me to fall asleep to. I do not like the strongest scent in my face at nighttime. I like a softer throw to fall asleep to. So I had turned this off like right before I went to sleep. And then, like, when the warmer cooled down and the scent was still lingering, it was perfect. So then the next morning, I turned it on for a couple of hours. I turned it off when I went to work, and I turned my warmer back on that night, and it was perfect. Like the fragrance oil had burned off a little bit, but there was still a little bit of a throw, and it was like the perfect throw to fall asleep to. So definitely these two, my next Wilma's order, these are 100% repurchases for me. But now I know if I get the Scent Shot cups and Lavender Vanilla, definitely cut them in half, or I'll just get her little cubes and just do like 1 cube at a time. I'm actually putting these 2 aside because I'm going to make a list for Wilma's, because I'm probably going to order from her within the next day or so. Tiffany Candle Scoopable and Vanilla Sandalwood. So this was one of the first wax orders I ever placed, I believe last July, either last July, June, or August, somewhere in there. So I wasn't dating my wax yet, but this is definitely a year old, either just shy or just over a year. This is crazy strong. A little bit went a long, long way, and like, this would fill the room. This was definitely a 10 out of 10 throw. This is amazing. I have repurchased more Tiffany Scoopables, and I would continue to. This was a perfect sandalwood scent for me. I think it's a dupe of the Yankee Candle one, but I've never had Yankee's Vanilla Sandalwood. This just smells like creamy sandalwood. You have to like sandalwood to like this one because it is in your face sandalwood and it is strong. I happen to love sandalwood. So I enjoyed that. I would melt this one when I would be burning incense. Dan hated the way it smelled in here. I love when my house smells like a hippie shop. Poor Girls Unicorn Treats. I really like this on cold. It's hot pink lime and Rice Krispie treats. It's definitely like a limey, tart, citrusy cereal scent. And there's marshmallow in here too, I believe. It's just not that strong on cold. So yeah, I may see, maybe it needs a little bit more cure time. But I tried a couple of these and it wasn't that strong for me. I probably would not repurchase that scent. Pink Mary Mint, like I said, this did amazing. Super strong in every warmer I've tried it in. I've had it all over the house. It's done well in every room. I love that scent. Would repurchase this scent from her. Actually, I hope she pours this again. This is Sassy Girl Aromas from December. Island Breeze Odor Neutralizer. Water Lotus Lily of the Valley. Blah, 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 blah. I have this in my laundry room, and it actually was not that strong, and I was surprised. For an odor neutralizer, it did not do that well at all. Would not repurchase that scent. Peppermint from Wilma's. This was good. I mean, it's a nice peppermint. It's like a creamy peppermint. It's not too like stark, like harsh mint. It's good, but this was not that strong, and it was from November, so I don't know, maybe it was too old. I cut this in half. I cut this in half, and I believe I did both in the bedroom, and I was surprised for a peppermint scent how weak that was, especially in my bedroom where really everything throws. Would not repurchase her peppermint. Satsuma and Cayenne from Sassy Girl Aroma. Again, I got like a 0 from this, and Satsuma is typically always strong for me. Even Vintage Chic Satsuma is like a strong throw for me. But this one, and even smelling the little cup right now, I just smell plastic. Like I don't smell anything. I've had 0 luck with Sassy Girl Aroma's little scent shots. Like I get these as samples, and every single one I've tried, I get like nothing on the throw. So yeah, would not repurchase. Did not like it. Creamy Cotton from Poor Girls. This is her original Creamy Cotton that she did that sampler with. Fluffy Cotton, Vanilla, Orchid, and Warm Musk. This is a very nice, creamy, musky scent. Don't let the cotton fool you. This is not a laundry or like a towel scent. It's more a vanilla musk type of scent. And it is phenomenal. I love this one. I actually forgot where I melted this, but I remember making like the mental note when I see Creamy Cotton again to reorder it because it was really, really good. A few more things in here. All right, this is it. Wardrobe and Lavender Scoop. This was a scoopable from L3. I don't remember this. So my friend Beth sent this to me. And I don't remember this 100%, but I'm like 95% sure that this was not that strong for me. Like I said, this was from a friend, so I don't know the pour date on this. I have a few scoopables from L3, and I'm letting them all cure a little bit more because so far her scoopables have not performed well for me, which is really bizarre because her chunks do phenomenal. L3 chunks throw like a boss in my house, like crazy strong. And her scoopables, like I've done a scoop in 2 warmers in one room, like 2 warmers going with the same scoopable scent, and barely got a throw, like maybe a 2 out of 10. So I'm gonna let them cure more. And it was funny, I forgot who I was talking to. Maybe it was Liz. I don't remember, but we were talking about L3, and they were saying like her chunks. They were saying that the chunks didn't perform for them, but the scoopables performed really well. And I was like, that's crazy. Like in my house, it's the total opposite. Her chunks perform phenomenal for me, and I'm really having trouble with her scoops. So, and I know her scoops are supposedly like the stronger one. It's like a more intense concentration of oil. So I don't know. I gotta give it more cure time. Try it in different warmers. I'll keep you guys posted. If their scoopables don't work for me, I'll bring the full ones into an Empties video, and then I'll just send them off to a friend. The Bathing Garden Prosecco berries. This was sent to me from a friend. This is champagne, dark red berries, cotton candy, and vanilla. I loved this fragrance. This smelled really good. It was crazy strong. I really like this one in the bedroom during the day. Like if I knew I was having company over, and company is always in my bedroom, not like saying that in a bad way, just because like we just moved here, so we're still, every time like our friends and family come over, it's like literally every single time they come over, there's a new piece of furniture, there's a new something, so it's like every time people come over, they're doing like an entire head to toe house tour because they're like, what else did you get that's new? So this month we happened to get a new mirror in the bedroom and something else I don't remember, so they all wanted to go up and see that. And then also like when my sister, my friends are over, like they like to go through my closet, so anytime I have people over, I have wax going in the bedroom because someone's bound to end up in there. That sounds so dirty. I hope you understand what I mean. So the rest from the Creamy Cotton sampler. Cotton Dreams was creamy cotton and bedtime bath. I gotta be honest, I don't remember where I melted this. I don't remember the throw. I don't remember how this did, so I can't comment on this. And Candy Cotton, I melted this in my family room. Maybe I should have just done this is Creamy Cotton and Cotton Candy. Maybe I should have done the entire scent shot because I did cut it in half. But this did not throw for me. I got like nothing from this. So I don't know if that's because I didn't do the entire scent shot, or maybe this is just a lighter blend. Sometimes cotton candy just doesn't really throw for me. It's like definitely like a lighter scent, like from my experience. So that is it for my scent shots. I will be back with my candle and wallflower empties. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next empties video. Bye guys.